What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Raid Shadow Legends. And I swear Plarium is just trolling at this point. First thing, I do want to apologize. My last video, for some odd reason on my recording software, it had picked my webcam microphone, so my mic sounds super scuffed in my last video. Try to avoid that happening again in the future. But here we are on the Champion Chase tournament page. This is going to be ending in the global here in about 6 hours. You can see some of the top scores here, how much money people are spending on shards to go after the new legendary version of Golek here. This is kind of going to lead into some of the stuff I do want to talk about what they're doing. And then you can actually see, here's my tournament group. Actually, the guy that won only has about 12,000, so I guess that wasn't too bad. This was never anything I was going to push for because obviously we don't buy shards anymore on this game, and it wasn't really something I really wanted to go after. And then today we've got this guaranteed Kale for 110 void shards. So they've been doing a lot of events lately where they expect us to have all these resources. They want us to be spending money on the game to get all this stuff. The only thing that they really did give us was the Supreme Elaine fusion, which of course I went after this one and got this one done on my main account. Elaine is my favorite starter champion, so I wanted to make sure I got the legendary version of her. And then I believe to get the legendary Aethel, there was like a 10x event or something. So really the only way to get these other new legendary starters outside of Elaine was to pull shards, spend money, which I'm sure a lot of the whales did. And I'm going to start this off too by saying I'm usually not someone that complains about the game. I'm 41 years young. I've seen a lot with the gaming. As consumers, we missed our chance about 10, 15 years ago to nip all this stuff in the bud with the way developers act these days. When they first started putting microtransactions and other things into games, it all just kind of caught on, and there's way too many consumers that just do not care to the point where we're never actually going to be able to make a difference about it ever again, in my humble opinion. So, the thing with Raid, I've been playing Raid for about 3 years now. I really enjoy the general gameplay of Raid. I like the min-maxing. I like the gear building. I like the champions. At its core, it's a very good game, and I've been playing on my new free-to-play account for 2023, and early game is like so much easier now than it was a year, even 2 years ago. The game is so much more enjoyable. You're getting a lot of good resources and things. They've been doing a lot of good promo codes lately, too. The 4th anniversary thing, we actually did get a Sacred Shard for it. We got a couple nice promo codes. So, I think Plarium does a pretty decent job overall, but they do screw things up quite a bit of the time as well. But it's usually like stuff that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, and we're not going to be able to fix it either way. So I usually, at my age, I've got a lot of other things in life to worry about. So, I enjoy Raid. It gets me 3 or 4 hours of enjoyment every single day. I don't really spend money on the game anymore. On my main account, I just use the shards I get from Clan Boss and try to do the fusions that I like when they do pop up. But I still enjoy the game. I enjoy the content. I still play it a lot. Having a lot of fun on the new free-to-play account as well. But I just want to kind of give my perspective there because I'm not someone that really comes out and calls out the developer all the time. I used to do that back when I made content for Destiny. But that's, been 8-9 years, and that's back when we almost still had a chance to make changes, but really nobody was listening. And now, of course, gaming is in this really terrible spot these days with the way these developers and publishers treat their consumers. But Raid did something today where I was like, man, I got to say something about this because it's the 4th anniversary, and I logged in and I get this little pop-up, and let me see if it'll come up here. Do they still have it here? Here we go, right here. This is it, 4th anniversary gift. And when it first popped up, I'm thinking, okay, they're going to give us something else toward the end of the anniversary event, like they gave us the Sacred Shard. And you come on here and it's like, oh, rank 5 chicken, legendary tome, void brews, multi-battles, energy refills. And then you read the fine print. It basically says, for those who earn all 4 legendary starter champions and anniversary activities, you will receive the following items after the celebration is over. So, I mean, is this a joke? Because as far as I know, they're not doing fusions for the other 3 champions. They only did one for Elaine, so she's really the only one that you're pretty much, like, quote-unquote, guaranteed to get if you went after it. So this is stupid. First of all, if you spend a bunch of money on void shards to pull all these, because they are void legendary champions, and so number one, your chance of pulling them is pretty bad altogether. The only one you really had a chance to go for if you were pulling shards was the Golek, since you could win your tournament. But man, like the stuff that's on this page isn't even worth like a fraction of what you would have had to spend on void shards to go after some of these champs. So I was like, this just seems so hilarious. This can't be true. They've got to be trolling with putting something like this out. And I just saw this and I was like, this has got to be, even for Plarium, this is pretty low to call this an anniversary gift. It's more like a gift to them for all of you spending your money on the game. It's like they got a bunch of revenue for it, and that's the gift. Because this is pretty crappy, honestly, and kind of a joke for them to say, oh, if you happen to earn all 4 legendary starter champions, like you got it from somehow playing the game. Just too funny. And so I just wanted to make a really brief video kind of calling Plarium out on this, because this is low even for you guys. This is really, really stupid. Unless there's going to be some surprise fusion, or, you know, a lot of people thought that the new legendary Kale might be a login reward for 7 days, but instead you get crap like this where it's like, oh, buy 8 of these $20 void packs, and we're still not going to give you enough void shards to pull them. So you'd be spending $160 and you still wouldn't have enough void shards to pull the champion. So I don't know, guys. It just seems a little ridiculous that they would do something like this. I mean, I know the bar is pretty low sometimes for them, but to come out and say, oh, anniversary gift if you manage to spend however much, $500,000, however much you would have spent to pull enough voids to get probably 2 legendaries. You'd have to pull the voids to get Kale, obviously, and you'd also have to pull the voids to get Ethel, and then you'd have to win your champion summon tournament for Galek. So it would have been pretty pricey to get all 4 of them. So I hope if you did do that, you enjoy your gift. Because if that was the gift, I'd be pretty upset. But yeah, this just seems kind of ridiculous, and kind of a new low, even for Plarium. So I haven't really seen anybody talk about this outside of a couple people I've chatted with on Discord. It's kind of gone under the radar, but I just wanted to bring up this special trolling gift of Plarium. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I always like to read your comments and see what you guys think about the stuff going on in the game. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.